Now, from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather tonight. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go now, heading right on into our Sunday evening. And again, hopefully you had a great weekend. Of course, today it was pretty cloudy. It was pretty chilly out there. But for most of us, we remained dry as we went through the afternoon. If you didn't have any errands to run or anything else to do, but I can tell you what, as we're now heading into our Sunday evening, our Sunday night, and we'll even out the door tomorrow, Monday, we've got rain chances on the way. In fact, rain probabilities now quickly increasing. Again, if you do have any kind of Sunday evening plans, do prepare for a chilly evening, like I mentioned, with that rain opportunity moving in. Looking at radar, you can see that happening. In fact, right now, again, a shield of rain now developing out to our west. Kind of the initial piece of this has had a little bit of trouble reaching the ground. The atmosphere is now moistening up. And again, what you're seeing out to the west is beginning to reach the ground. This will overspread the area as we go through the evening, as we go through tonight. And again, we're talking about basically a wet night around the area. And even for the all-important Monday morning commute in North Texas, in the Metroplex, I would anticipate some rain in progress. But here's the key component to this entire thing, because there's been some concern about a little bit of freezing rain. In order to have freezing rain, you need a temperature of 32, 31 or below, but look around the area. I mean, most of us, our temperatures today have kind of outperformed what the data was showing. A lot of mid to upper 30s. I mean, here in the Metroplex, we're safe. You can see temperature DFW of 40. The only real exception, you have to look again well up to the Red River Valley, bottom maybe the Paris area, Fan and Lamar counties, basically at or below freezing. We have a southerly wind kicking in, right? It's a warming wind. So even though the temperatures may drift off some through the evening, through the overnight, they'll basically steady out and may even rise by a degree or two, okay? So I think for a lot of us, we're going to be safe. I'm going to show you the data coming up. It's really just the Red River Valley, a few select locations that still have my attention for the possibility of maybe a quick hit of some freezing rain. Otherwise, looking out to the west, we've got a lot going on here. Jet stream energy kicking in. And again, this is all going to be coming out in pieces over the next several days. And I tell you what, the work week ahead does look very unsettled. Now, the good news is, even though we're talking about a cold rain tonight, maybe for a few folks an opportunity of freezing rain, as we look at the temperatures here, the Arctic high, the core of all this chilly air, it's beginning to lift off to the northeast, and all the chilly air is essentially going to leave with it, right? We've got the warming southerly wind kicking back in. So outside of tonight, as we go through the rest of the week, even though we may be talking about some rain chances, we're basically talking about, again, only liquid precipitation with no real opportunity of any additional wintry precipitation. But here it is, right? Here's the modeling. I mean, here's the jet stream. Here's the opportunity of rainstorms. 1 storm, 2 storm systems, 3 storm systems, maybe a 4th on down the road as well. So again, this is a very invigorated jet stream pattern. And the bottom line is we'll have multiple opportunities of rain as we go forward in time. But just looking around the region, just kind of a broad brush here. Again, you can see a lot of locations posed to at least pick up an inch, maybe 2, maybe even 3 across parts of North Texas. So this will be a good rain. Okay, the important details here. This is the modeling for the rest of this evening and tonight. Again, you see the opportunity of rain spilling in from the west. You can see it continue to develop as we go through the evening and tonight. But notice it's all green and orange, right? We're talking about liquid rain. You see the pinks up in Oklahoma. The freezing rain basically stays up in Oklahoma. That would be your morning commute. Looks absolutely wet tomorrow morning. And then we taper off the rain a little bit after noon. And again, it's still cloudy. Could be some fog. Looks to be a pretty raw day tomorrow. But again, good news there with the latest modeling. The opportunity of icing mainly up across parts of Oklahoma. You can see our Red River counties, there's a very low end opportunity of maybe a little bit of freezing rain there. But again, outside of that, again, I think most of us are completely safe. And again, that would include, again, primarily the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex as well. So 30s for overnight lows. Again, temperatures kind of drift off, but then they do begin to rebound as we go through the overnight with that southerly wind kicking in. I was mentioning the possibility of a little bit of freezing rain highlighted there in the purple. Again, most folks, I think, truly in that zone may not necessarily even see freezing rain, just the liquid rain. And again, you can see the rain probabilities increasing through the overnight to more than likely by first thing tomorrow. And then again, with rain in progress tomorrow morning, temperatures as we go through the afternoon, they will be a bit milder. But again, you can see here most locations in the 40s as we go through tomorrow. A lot more coming up. Stay with us as the hour rolls along.